welcome to Capture 1,000 Words Photography on YouTube. I'm your host, Jeff Moore. This channel started primarily to kind of share knowledge, the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts of photography, basically to help enrich, enlighten, and to inform a lot of people out there regarding with use of digital photography, maybe a little tips about capturing some video, and primarily with the use of digital photography, it has given the masses a tool, a lot of masses the tool to open up an element of creative photography that never was around close to about, I would say, starting about 25 years ago as a 15-year-old looking for an easy elective. Okay, again, I say easy elective just to get by through high school. I thought, beginning photography, yeah, I'll try that. And lo and behold, I had a great instructor, Miss Rawls, who said, look kids, this can be the easiest A that you make, or this can be the hardest A that you make. You just have to put the work. And what she did is she kind of helped ignite a creative element inside of me that I never thought that I had. And basically, I'm here to share that with you folks. So with the next coming posts, I will kind of tell you about, lighting, tips on use of reflectors, even light meters, and try to at least get it back down to the three basics: shutter speed, ISO setting, and f-stop. So let's get right to it, and the next one you're going to see is basically my tools, the camera that I use, because when I decided to get a digital camera, at the time I was like, okay, what system works best for me? Because all sorts of different systems out there that work well for some doesn't necessarily work well with others. And at the time, I was heavily into sports photography, and I felt like that the Canon system, which had the better autofocusing system for sports, as well as a mid-range camera that could shoot 5 frames per second. 5 frames per second. I thought, well, this is definitely the system for me, so I jumped right on board, and I've stuck with that system ever since. So let's kind of open up and see what's in my bag. Okay, so my baby, the 5D full frame. Now I have to admit, yes, I am a full frame snob, all right? I started off with a 20D, and then I also kind of experimented with a few of the Rebels as they came out. But once I got my hand on the 5D with the full frame 13 megapixels, I was hooked. Quality was phenomenal, and I decided, I really am not going to be going back to full frame. However, I do have a 1DN that I use for speed. Primarily, if I still want to take sports, this bad boy has a faster rapid fire and frames per second than the 5D. Of course, a little bit more of a crop sensor, but primarily I have that for the speed. And, one of my favorite lenses is the Canon 24-105. Basic all-around purpose lens. Here, let me just put it that way there. Basic all-around purpose lens. It's an L-series glass. Highly recommend using nothing but L-series if you can afford it. However, if you can't afford L-series, I always tell folks it doesn't hurt to have the nice little nifty 50. 50 millimeter 1.8. This is a beautiful lens, very inexpensive as well for portrait use, as well as some pretty cool video use for that shallow depth of field. 2.8, okay, 70 to 200. 2.8L. Again, this one here is what I primarily used for sports. Then I started to use this for portrait use and really fell in love with it. This kind of gave me, an extremely high level of quality, as well as being a 2.8. Again, it gave that nice shallow depth of field, as well as that sharpness that you get from the L lens. Okay, so what else can I kind of show you that I have in here? A couple of LED lights that I use just in case if I do a little close-up of wedding rings, during a wedding shoot. So this kind of comes in handy because small, little, portable. They kind of give off a nice little light that you might kind of want to arrange to backlight to kind of get that nice little glimmer and sheen from the rings. All right, I have a couple of extra body caps and rear lens caps because these happen to be some very nice storage devices. So you might want to kind of maybe store a couple of extra memory cards in that as well. Oh, diffuser, have one of those, as well as with the 580 flashes. I have 2 of those. I don't have them in my bag right now, But for later webisodes, I will show you what I use as far as off-camera flash, because my my main choice to use to fire flashes is the Odin system. And again, future episodes and webisodes to kind of explain those and tell you why. So, all in that's my weaponry. Simple and basic. And of course, there are tons of new models that are out there that can also as well as get the job done. But with the 5D and the 1D Mark II-N, these things have helped me get the job done for what I need. So with that, I want to say welcome. Okay, hope to kind of see you with future webisodes here. And hey, everybody out there, happy shooting. Good luck.